Welcome to Jerusalem's Gate. We got breaking news. I know I just posted a video on South Korea and Japan and some threats of North Korea, but I just noticed this article and I thought it may be of grave importance to you. This is out of USA Today. Just a few hours ago, North Korea threatens, quote, thousand-fold, end quote, revenge against U.S. for sanctions. A thousand-fold revenge to the United States. Let's listen to this video real quick.
Indignation from Pyongyang on Monday after the UN slapped North Korea with a new round of sanctions over the weekend. State TV broadcasting a message slamming the move and sending a warning to the US.
There's no bigger mistake than the United States believing that its land is safe across the ocean.
That message followed a phone call between South Korea's President Moon Jae-in and Donald Trump. The two leaders have agreed to keep up maximum pressure on the North, although Moon is stressing that talks with Pyongyang could still be in the cards if Kim Jong-un gives up on his nuclear program. North Korea's missile tests have been a key focus at the ASEAN summit in Manila, where North and South Korean representatives reportedly held a brief conversation on Sunday. Pyongyang's foreign minister apparently telling his opposite number that proposals to improve ties cannot be taken seriously in the wake of the new sanctions. Two key countries involved in those sanctions, China and the U.S. Beijing's foreign minister having this to say after a meeting with Washington's top diplomat Rex Tillerson at the summit.
Both sides reaffirmed that we must fully and comprehensively implement this new Security Council resolution.
But Chinese state media hasn't exactly thrown its weight behind the sanctions or the U.S. The influential Global Times newspaper on Monday slamming Washington for its, quote, moral arrogance and saying the North Korea situation will never be resolved until the West recognizes that it is part of the problem and not just Pyongyang.
Now, the video was from Reuters. Let's go in and read the article. North Korea said Monday it will launch, quote, thousand-fold, end quote, revenge against the United States after the United Nations imposed new sanctions on Pyongyang for its nuclear and missile programs. The statement came after a UN Security Council unanimously approved tough new U.S. drafted sanctions Saturday, including a ban on coal and other exports worth over $1 billion. Quote, we are ready to retaliate with far bigger actions to make the U.S. pay a price for its crimes against our country and people, end quote. The reclusive nation warned via the official Korean Central News Agency. It said it would take a, quote, stern action of justice, end quote. North Korea regularly makes flamboyant threats against the U.S. and the West. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and his North Korean counterpart Ri Yong Ho both attended a meeting of foreign ministers in Manila on Sunday but avoided any direct contact. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, forgive me. Publicly admonished North Korea to abide by the new sanctions. So you're seeing a real serious threat, as always, from Kim that the United States will pay a thousand-fold repercussions for introducing the bill. Now, the bill, I'm sure you heard by now, China and Russia voted for the sanctions, which North Korea's total exports total $3 billion a year, and this will hurt it by $1 billion. So a third decrease in their exports, which is a big chunk of change for a reclusive state like North Korea. So, I pray this works. I really do. But it's definitely got Kim once again making his bold threats. And we'll see what Kim does. Maybe a nuclear test, maybe another ICBM. Who knows? He may retaliate with military action or with missile counter at the sanctions. These threats should be taken seriously. They're a threat to the United States and our allies. I just pray for the day where we had this North Korean threat not hanging over our heads. But I wanted to get this news out to you. Once again, I just posted a video. I urge you to watch it. It's regarding Japan and South Korea. And I wanted to, since then, this article came out, and I wanted to make sure you got the news as soon as possible and as accurate as possible. Again, the video was from Reuters. The article was from USA Today. We thank you. And once again, if it's in your heart to subscribe, by all means, please subscribe. I do not make any money off my channel. I do it strictly to get the gospel out, with the news out with a Christian perspective, and it really helps out when you subscribe, because your video gets more coverage. So any help in that area would be much appreciated. I close as always that your family and yourself are protected and blessed in the name of Yeshua, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Amen.